Hello everyone! If you are new, welcome. I'm your host, Leah Apocrypha. Pleasure to meet you. I hope you'll consider joining this little soul family we have going on. If you are returning, welcome back, soul family. It's always amazing to have you guys around. Thank you so much. As always, disclaimers, information, the decks that I use are in the description box if you are interested. If you are new, please consider having a look at least at the disclaimers if it is your first time watching a tarot reading, or if you want to know my style a little bit more. I do have those down there if you are interested. Thank you all so very much for being here. I really, truly, deeply appreciate each and every single one of you. So actually today, after this reading, I will be posting an unboxing of a witch's roots of this month, which is we are in February. So if you're interested, I hope you'll stay tuned for that. And I do plan on posting more content and videos, unboxings, reviews. Each and every deck that I own, I plan on doing a review for. So I hope you'll consider checking that out. And if you're interested, I do have a playlist of that on my channel. So without further ado, you're not here for that, right? We're here for a general reading today. So this deck wanted to be used today. This is the Occult Tarot. And let's see what messages Spirit has for us today. I hope that everyone is doing well. Ooh. I hope that everyone is doing well. Let's see what these are really fast. We have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So just to talk about these really fast. Let's see, the Nine of Cups is usually someone who has reached their wish fulfillment. Someone who feels stable within their emotions and within who they are. Someone who knows what they want. However, it is in reverse, so there may be some underlining stubbornness that's going on. With the Eight of Pentacles is about really putting into practice, putting something into practice. What is it that you are trying to make for yourself? What is it that you are trying to build your skills upon? So what I see is there may be a stubbornness or something holding you back from really stepping into putting your passion project first and practicing it, putting it to practice is what I'm seeing with that. So perhaps that may have a special particular message today. So let's continue and see what else comes out. Oh, there's quite a bit of cards that want to come out. Let's see here. Underneath we have the Empress in reverse. I'll leave that to the side over here so you can kind of see it. We have the Lovers, Zipar, number 16. Causes women to love men and brings them together in love, can make women barren, is what it says. Wow, the Two of Cups, Salos, number 19. Causes the love of women to men and of men to women. So right away I'm getting this is a love reading today. Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is a really good card to see in reverse. So it is the number 4. And it says, teaches all liberal sciences, gives an account of souls that died in sin. And this is the Hierophant in reverse. I'm sorry, didn't even... Today is a weird day. The Hierophant. Aureus. And this is, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Gamigan. Which is interesting because right after that I saw 455. I didn't mention it, but this is the number 4. Hierophant Aureus, number 59, teaches astrology, the virtues of the stars and the houses of the planets, and how to understand them, transforms men with dignities, finds favor with friends and foes. Okay, and then we did have the Empress in reverse, which is quite interesting. So with these 4 cards, I would like to say there is a reading that I did for myself yesterday, and it's quite interesting because the Empress and the Hierophant did come out in that reading. And actually, I did take pictures this morning before I put all my cards away, so maybe I'll post those on the community tab or something so you can take a look, or on my Instagram or something. But this is very interesting. With the Lovers here and the Two of Cups, I definitely feel like there's a connection here that you and someone else are really in your emotions. I feel like you may be crushing on someone, or someone may be crushing on you. I feel like both of you may have this underlining fear of being taken for granted and taken advantage of, because we do have the 5 of Pentacles, which usually in its upright symbolizes, being left out in the cold and things of that nature. So with the 4 meaning stability, 5 meaning change, what I'm seeing here is that I feel like both of you that are involved, I feel like there's a desire to move away from past feelings of abandonment and to build upon a stability for yourselves. With the Hierophant in reverse and the Empress in reverse, I am seeing this as like in that reading that I did, the way that I saw it, and I'm seeing it like in the similar kind of energy, so I'll bring it up, is that perhaps one of you is very heightened spiritually. Because the Hierophant in other decks is also known as the High Priest. But we don't have the High Priest and the High Priestess, or the Empress and the Emperor. We have the Hierophant and the Empress. So even though these are not necessarily counterparts to each other, I'm seeing this energy as counterpart energy in a way, but that one person may be more spiritual, whereas the other may be more empathetic and very caring and motherly. That's the kind of feeling, the vibe that I got yesterday, and that's the feeling that I'm getting right now. However, both of them are in reverse. So I'm definitely seeing this like there are still struggles and difficulties that both people are facing. I think that they want to come together and get to know each other, you and this person. However, there's a lot of challenges. There's still things that need to be healed from both of you, I feel. And especially with both of these cards in reverse. But I am seeing like a desire to move forward. A desire to continue to get to know each other is the feeling that I'm getting here. There's quite a bit of love here. And perhaps this situation may be like someone that you just met, and so I feel like you're tiptoeing, you're kind of making sure that nothing is, strange, or, yeah, I feel like you're keeping an eye out for like red flags. I feel like both of you are. I feel like both of you have feelings for each other, and maybe they're stronger than you realize. But because you guys might not know each other very, very well, I do see that there are still blockages, and I mean, that's understandable. You don't want to just jump right into something that you don't know what you're getting yourself into. It's good to take your time to get to know people before just jumping into a serious commitment with them. And I'm getting the feeling either that is what you have been saying to this person or what this person has been saying to you. But I feel like both of you understand where each other are coming from, and both of you understand that you both have some shit to deal with before being able to come together. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. Because it definitely is very love oriented. I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels. Again, if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, all of them are in the description box. Let's see what else comes out here. Reconciliation. Okay. Immediately, what I'm getting from this card is that it might, perhaps for some of you, this may literally be a reconciliation with someone from your past, but I'm getting like a reconciliation of the souls. With the Lovers here and the Two of Cups, I'm feeling like this really is a divine, deeper connection. I don't know if you know or believe in twin flames or soulmates. I'm not saying that is for sure what this is. Only you know your situation and could really feel based off of your connection. For some of you, I see perhaps there may be a reconciliation with someone from your past. Or again, this may, and I feel like this is more for at least half of you, that it's with someone new physically, but for you it feels like the reconciliation part is in regards to the souls coming together, especially with the Lovers. The Lovers is not only like a decision card, but it's a card that feels very like divinely orchestrated. It feels very like a very deep spiritual kind of soul connection is what I'm feeling. And seeing like this ray of light shining in the back of the clouds also gives me that feeling as well. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So I feel like perhaps for some of you that may be literal, and for some of you it may be like in terms of a spiritual connection. I feel like for some of you, the spiritual connection you have with this person, that you guys have not been together yet. But for some of you, again, this may be literal reconciliation. And underneath, we do have chemistry, and you deserve love. So know that no matter who it is or what's going on, know that you deserve love, and you deserve to be happy. You deserve to love yourself first and foremost. That is the most important thing, and I will always stress that no matter how tired people might be of hearing that. I definitely can say from experience that loving yourself really, 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 really is the key to success in a relationship, along with many other things. But if you don't love yourself, then it will definitely cause a lot of other problems in your relationship. So when you love yourself, you trust yourself, you're honest, you're open, all of that good stuff, then you're more likely to have success in your relationship. So let's see. What else wants to come out? Oh, engagement. Okay. There was a lot of cards that fell out, but let's see what they are. I'm curious. Underneath is separation, which is interesting because this card did come out in that reading that I did yesterday. I didn't post it, but I did take pictures of it, so I might post it on Instagram or something. Let's see. We have let go of control issues. I feel like this relationship is definitely going to test you to some degree, and that's not a bad thing. You know, we need to stop being so fearful. I saw 1551. 5 is a number of change. 1 is a number of manifestation, creation. I see 1 and 3, honestly, very similarly. But it is a number that revolves around amplification. So with 5 and 1 together making 6, 6 is a number of love. So I feel like when it comes to let go of control issues, I think that's in regards to, you know, this situation that's going on right now. Perhaps you're excited that there's love in the air between you and this person, but at the same time, I'm seeing, because of the challenges that both of you are facing right now, for both of these cards to be in reverse, I feel like the control issues is to understand that you really should take your time with this. You have stuff to figure out, this person has stuff to figure out, and that's not a bad thing. It just means that while you both are going through all of this stuff, it's important to try to be there for each other. To be each other's support system and to hear each other out, listen to each other, be there for each other, and that will build upon your bond, you know? With the engagement, I feel like this person, you and or this person, might be wanting something more, but if you just barely met this person or you don't know them very well, I would highly advise taking your time. You know, no matter how deep you feel for this connection, and I'm speaking from personal experience, you know, and everyone's situation's different, so only you can determine for yourself, and you have free will, so you could do whatever the fuck you want, you know. But I know personally from experience, I have been engaged before, and we jumped into a relationship quickly, we ended up engaged quickly, and eventually, you know, we're not together anymore. So as quickly as it began, it died out. So what I would recommend, what I see here, is to be careful not to just jump the gun and to go for something. Now, if you really, 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 really feel in your heart like you've been with this person for a long time, you know who they are, you've been friends for a long time or something, then, you know, go with your heart. Go with what your mind, your heart, and your spirit are telling you. But if this is a new connection, no matter how strong you feel this love, I would say, you know, take your time. Move slowly with it. We have the horse that is in reverse, and, you know, horses are fast. We have a camel here that's in reverse. These are like movement. This imagery shows movement, and this one does show movement as well, but it also shows this guarded feeling. Like I was saying, that both of you are trying to release this, you know, these feelings of being left out in the cold and of past situations. I feel like both of you are still guarded in some way, but also pretty open. Like, I feel like this is a beautiful connection. I feel like both of you are open and honest with each other. But I definitely feel like both of you still have a lot going on, a lot on your plate that's making all of this much more difficult to handle. This could be the one. So perhaps if you've been asking Spirit for a sign of, you know, is this a connection that is worth, you know, looking more into and worth allowing myself to give more of myself to. I would say this could be a connection that is very important in your life. And I would like to say, even with this reconciliation card, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and this engagement card, I would definitely like to say, take things slowly. Just because someone is your twin flame or soulmate doesn't mean that they're going to be in your life forever. And what I mean by that is sometimes a soulmate or a twin flame dynamic is someone who will be in your life for a moment. They might leave for a moment, like this separation, and perhaps in the future they may come back. So I'm not trying to get your hopes up. I'm not one of those quote-unquote fairy tale readers. I read what I see, and as you can see, you're seeing what I see. But I'm also getting the feeling like, take your time with this. Get to know this person. Don't just jump the gun. And even if this is the person, even more reason to go into it slowly so that you are building upon a stable foundation with this number 4 here. If you jump too quickly into things, that's trying to take control of the situation, trying to control, like, okay, it has to happen now. When in fact, that's not the case. Especially when it comes to love, things should be more organic and should feel more natural. So take your time. Even if you feel very strongly, I feel like take your time, get to know this person, get to know each other, be open and honest with each other. Ooh, girl. Getting to know each other. That's literally, I was just going on and on about this, wasn't I? This is a confirmation of what it is that I'm saying. Even if this is the person, your soulmate, your twin flame, however you want, your divine masculine, divine feminine, however it is, whatever names that you use. But really take your time to get to know each other. You never really know a person just because you meet up and you talk to each other every once in a while. Like, you really have to, if you want a deeper connection with someone, you really have to get to know them at a deeper level. So make sure that if you're talking, how deep are your conversations? Are they just surface level? Or are you both interested in getting to know each other and each other's light and dark side? Because we're both, right? Like yin and yang. I'm very, light and dark are very important to me. And I'm still trying to understand it in its fullest. But my point is, don't have... how can I say? Don't expect anyone to be perfect. And I think we all understand no one's perfect and we're not perfect, but at the same time, we still get disappointed. We still have some kind of expectations on people sometimes that really just end up making us, it leaves us in this 5 of Pentacles energy, which we don't want. So I feel like while you're getting to know each other, don't expect above and beyond. Don't expect anything. Let go of control. Expectations are control. Expectations are our way of trying to control a situation, to control a person, or whatever the case is. So I'm seeing this as like, take it as a warning. Take your time. Really get to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And that's exactly what I was talking about as well. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Even if you feel a deep soul connection with someone that you can't fully put your finger on, you still need to get to know the person before just jumping the gun, because you never know. And I mean, if you really are interested in learning about the twin flame dynamic or the soul bonds, if you have done your research on that topic, then you will know, based on the mass majority of people's experience when it comes to twin flames and soulmates, that it's not fucking easy. It's not. And I don't know, like, I mean, if you have a twin flame connection and it's going amazing, then good on you. That's amazing, and I'm proud and happy for you. But the mass majority of us, a twin flame dynamic is something that is it's like a fucking tower moment. It's so beautiful, but it can be so ugly too. And I'm not trying to get your hopes up, but I'm trying to be realistic here and telling you that, we all want that happily ever after, but the truth is, it's not that easy. Because everyone has free will. Everyone has their difficulties and the things that they're going through and trying to, move away from in their life. And that's natural. But again, with the Hierophant in reverse and the Empress in reverse, definitely take your time, get to know the person, let go of control issues. Don't have all of these expectations on this person, because that will only leave both of you in a Five of Pentacles energy. That will only disappoint you both. So just get to know each other. Let it happen organically. And I guarantee that you'll have way better results when you let go of control issues, you take your time, you get to know each other. You'll have way better results than if you just do it quickly, And even if you feel it in your heart, like, yes, this is the one, let me do it quickly. I've had someone tell me before, like, you're my soulmate. You're my twin flame. And at the time, I didn't even know what that was. He was the one who brought that up, and I eventually started to learn more about it. We jumped the gun really fast, and like I said, as quickly as it started, it ended pretty much. So be careful. Don't have expectations about it. Just because you feel this deep bond with each other doesn't necessarily mean that's a twin flame dynamic. It could be a soulmate, and there is a difference. A soulmate is like someone who comes into your life. It could be family, friends, co-workers, pets. It could be anyone or anything that comes into your life that has a lot of meaning, a very deep connection in where you live and you learn and you grow because of that connection. A twin flame is like, as some people would explain it, is like the yin and yang. They're like two halves of one soul. It's kind of like the twin flame dynamic. But with that being said, is like light and dark. So perhaps that might also mean that like this person may be quite different from you. This person definitely has different experiences than you, but I feel like both of you can really learn from each other. So take your time. And I don't want to scare you off, or I don't want to like get your hopes down or up. I'm just trying to get you to be level-headed here, to understand that, we still need to get to know each other, because you still never know someone until you really get to know them. And even then, only we truly know ourselves to our fullest. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's see. Unrequited love and codependency. Okay. So herein lies the problem that I was, getting the sense of there's a lot still going on underneath the surface of this beautiful energy. There's still a lot underneath the surface. Again, with the Hierophant in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Definitely, again, I see that both of you have a lot that you're working on. I feel like that it really is keeping you guys apart, perhaps with this separation. Give your relationship a chance, you know, stay optimistic about your love. These are also cards that came out. But let me go back here. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. What I feel like this is saying is to be sure, again, to take your time. Just because you feel this deep energy, this strong connection, magnetic connection, this sexual connection, whatever it is that you feel with someone, you need to get to know them to avoid this kind of love. I feel like this is a warning here that, you know, again, sometimes we might see, like, what's the quote? Not all that glistens or not all that glitters is gold. Be aware of your feelings. Be aware of why is it that you like this person? Why is it that they like you? What is really holding you guys together? What is it that you both want to build upon? Because with this unrequited love, I feel like this is saying, like, there's a lot of underlining expectations that you guys both might have. But again, with high expectations, and there's nothing wrong with having standards, okay? I'm talking about two different things here. With such high expectations, you're bound to be disappointed in some way, shape, or form. Because we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all, you know, we're all just here trying to live our life and trying to learn and grow. And so I feel like this is really saying, like, slow down. Get to know each other and really ask yourself, why? Why? The more that you know each other, the more you should ask yourself, like, is this just because of a codependent, you know, dynamic? Or is this someone that I really do like because I see the beauty within them, like who they are, what they do, what they want in their life, and, you know? I feel like this unrequited love is a warning of having such high expectations of each other that is leading to control issues in a way. And I hope that I'm making sense. Let's jump over here to this codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, with this codependency card, I feel like this is also a dynamic between you and this person, because both of these cards were in reverse. So either one or both of you are in some kind of codependent situation that is really keeping you guys apart, because again, you guys are dealing with a lot of shit on your own. You guys have a lot on your plate that you're trying to heal and trying to move on from, and all of this shit, you know? Codependency, be aware. Like, that's another thing, another reason why I feel like it's so important to slow down, to take it easy, to take your time. Because when we just jump right into things, we end up in some kind of codependent behavior sometimes. Or if you have had a history of codependent behavior, which I think everyone does to some degree, you know, and the whole point of life is to learn to move past our, you know, the things that hold us back. And actually, remember earlier, the 9 of Cups was in reverse? The 9 of Cups was in reverse. That was like the first card that jumped out. There were 2 cards that jumped out, and then I put them back. But I did, you know, say a little bit about them. I feel like that's what this is. The 9 of Cups in reverse is this codependency, because the 9 of Cups upright is someone who has what they need, someone who is independent. With the 9 of Cups in reverse is telling me about this codependency, right? That's what I'm getting this feeling of. So be aware of your energy. Be aware of, what is it that you need to let go of control. Get to know each other. Take your time. While you're taking your time and you're getting to know this person, realize within yourself if you have any lingering codependent behaviors, and try to heal from that and try to move on from that. Any kind of situation that you feel with this person that may be, how can I say, shallow love. Again, is this dynamic, is this relationship just codependent for you, or is it more? And I feel like deep down there's the possibility of there being more, but at the surface, again, I'll keep reiterating with the Empress in reverse and the High Priest in reverse, I'm seeing that there's still codependent behaviors, there's still shallow love dynamics and control issues that need to be worked on. Things take time, but that's okay. If you're in separation with this person, and we do have reconciliation, so if it was someone from your past, you may have to get to know them again, because people do change, and any period of time away from someone, you never know just how much they have changed. So if this is someone coming back into your life, or even if they're new, really take your time to get to know them, or get to know them again. Give your relationship a chance. I'm seeing that this, to me, is this fear. This Five of Pentacles energy. It's this underlining fear of being left out in the cold. So I feel like one of you may be worried, concerned, fearful of, this new person who's come into your life. So that's something else to let go of, something else to heal from, and to move away from codependency. Again, now this one. Stay optimistic about your love life. Definitely. Know that you deserve love, right? We saw that at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling. You deserve love. You deserve to love yourself. You need to love yourself. And you deserve to find love. But don't find love just because you don't want to be alone. Or don't find love just because, you have expectations and someone is, meeting some of those. Don't settle either. But you need to let go of control issues and allow things to unfold organically. And this could be the person, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Express your love, wedding, attraction. I feel like these are all underlining emotions here. Let your friends help you, and past life relationship. And look, let's see, what's this? Healing family issues. This very well be a soulmate. And I think that it is important for both of you to express how you feel. But again, understand, just because you express how you feel, that both of you do have a strong attraction to each other, that you both should take your time. But with this engagement and wedding coming out, I feel like there is a possibility of the future for this relationship to go further than where it is right now. So let's see. Let's pick out. I use this deck a lot. I actually really like this one. Oh, big cards are so hard to shuffle. Strength. Know that no matter how the separation is, no matter how long it has been, no matter what's going on in your relationship, know that you are strong. Know that you have the strength within you to take your time. I'm feeling temperance. I'm feeling patience and healing. Even though this is the strength card, I feel like underlining it, it's like you both are strong-minded, strong on the outside, strong on the inside perhaps, but there's a lot of emotions beneath the surface. I feel like just be aware of your emotions and be aware of how you handle situations. Be aware of your reactions to things, especially when you're getting to know someone. You don't want to overreact to something that they say and end up making them feel like they can't open up to you. Courage. Have the courage to say how you feel, to admit your feelings, but also have the courage to say, like, you know, I want to take this slow. I want to take my time, even though there's all this fiery, passionate, like strong will, like energy. You have to love yourself. You have to be confident. And getting that confidence is key kind of thing, and you need to find yourself. When we know ourselves, that is when we learn to love ourselves. And when we can love ourselves and we know who we are, we're able to express that to someone close to us, and we're able to allow them to really understand who we really are, without there being disappointments, because they're gonna know what they're getting themselves into. So lay it all out on the table. Lay it out, like, this is what I'm looking for in a person, this is what I will not allow. You know, allow them to understand your boundaries. So I have this feeling of, like, you know, don't be afraid to talk to each other about whatever it is that you need to, especially you're in the stage of getting to know each other. Now is the best time, before just jumping into a relationship, to take the time to actually get to know each other's darkness and light. You know, we all have both, and they're just as important. Psychic abilities, I feel like, you know, we did have the High Priest, or the Hierophant, however you want to call him, and the Empress in reverse, but I feel like, again, one or both of you are very intuitive, very spiritual, and I feel like this connection, perhaps you and this person have very spiritual desires when it comes to someone. Like, you want to be in a relationship with someone who's also just as spiritually advanced, or just as interested in spirituality as you are. I think that's beautiful. With this card, I definitely do see, you know, we did have the soulmate underneath. I definitely do see that this could be a stronger connection, a more spiritual connection. Willpower. Know that you both have it within you to change your circumstances, right? Because we had both of these cards in reverse. And again, I will bring up again how I felt that both of you are really struggling in your own ways, perhaps going through your own situations and difficulties, challenges in your life right now. I feel like both of you are trying to find balance in your situation. So know that you are strong enough to figure out how to move forward, to figure out how to bring balance into your life. And I think that's beautiful. Just know that you are strong enough. Be honest with yourself look in the mirror, I feel like there's a lot, with the mirror, actually, it's also bringing up again that twin flame dynamic to me, because each twin flame dynamic, each soul connection is a reflection of who we are in some way, shape, or form. So I'm seeing again, be very, very honest and open with each other. And I mean, you can't control if they are or not, but you definitely can control if you are. So I'm seeing, if you really want to get to know each other, if you really want to build upon, something with each other, I saw 45, 55, 555. You have to be honest. And sometimes you have to let someone in on that deep, dark shit that's, lingering in your mind or in your soul, your psyche, or whatever. You really want to get to know someone, you really want to know if you can stand the test of time with someone, let them in on your deepest, darkest shit. You'll see who's there, who wants to stay with you and work things out with you, and who's just there because of unrequited love, just because of codependency, just because they don't want to be alone. And so allow each other to get to know each other. Take the time. Even again, if you have to be honest about some deep, dark shit that you are going through or have gone through, do it. I feel like you shouldn't be afraid to, because when we allow someone to really, truly get to know us, that is when we are able to make a strong connection. That's not based on surface level bullshit. It's not just because of, oh, I like you, you're hot, you're sexy, like, oh, you're smart, okay, thank you, but do we actually have what it takes to stand the test of time? Because physical attraction don't mean shit, really. Like, we're all gonna grow old, we're all going to, it's a part of life. So you need to make sure that who it is that you're spending your time on, who it is you want in your heart, that you're getting to know them for who they really are, their light and their darkness. And likewise, you're allowing them to see you for who you are. Lay it all out on the fucking table. And if they can't handle you with what you laid out on the table, then they don't deserve you. Flat out. Straight up. That doesn't mean to be okay with bullshit. That doesn't mean to accept and not fix what you need to fix within yourself. That just means like, hey, you know who I am. You understand me at a deeper level now, right? Can you handle me? Can you tame the beast within me to some degree? You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. Passion. There's definitely, again, there's a lot of passion here. Life purpose. I feel like this dynamic with you guys is so strong. Not only, I feel it's not only very physical and sexual and passionate and fiery, but it's also very watery and intuitive and spiritual as well. That's beautiful. And I feel like both of you are quite compassionate. Both of you are understanding that the world is your oyster, but also understanding that it's up to you to take care of it. It's up to you to handle your situations and to show your situation some compassion, to learn from them. With life purpose, I do feel like this could very well be, again, like a soul flame, a twin flame dynamic. Finding balance. This reminds me of this quote that I read on this picture. It said something along the lines, no tree can reach heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. And I fucking love that quote so much. I love it because, as again, like I love the thought of balance and yin and yang, and like I can see how in order to understand the true intricacies of our being and of our universe, we have to understand who we are. And we cannot only understand ourselves only in the light or only in the dark, because then we're missing half of the point. We're not fully understanding half of who we are. So, personally, I think it's very important for us to delve deep within ourselves, internally, externally, see the truth, look in the mirror of who you are, and balance that light and that dark. No tree can reach heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. I think that's beautiful, personally. I mean, some people might be afraid of that, but I think it's fucking beautiful. Let's see. Let's pull from here. From this deck. It's a big deck, so. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. That's definitely like what a twin flame journey would do. It's difficult. It's long, you know, but it's definitely worth it. Bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. So I feel like perhaps there's something, maybe one of the difficulties that you're both facing, maybe both of you aren't working right now, maybe one of you isn't working, but I'm also getting this feeling of like, again, there's a need to focus on yourself and focusing on your stability before just jumping into this. And you know, if you want to give this a go, let's say you do want to try, both of you know each other's darkness, know each other's light, and both of you want to give it a try, then give it a try. If you want to be in a relationship, then go for it. But I would say definitely when it comes to a higher level of commitment, such as a marriage, take your time with that shit, for real. Because I mean, it just realistically, like, oh wow, I was talking about marriage and taking your time, and look what came up. A marriage will take place either romantic or business. So this could be reiterating this dynamic of this whatever job or raise this is. You know your situation better than I am. I'm just here reading what I see and giving advice based on my own personal experiences. So take it or leave it if it resonates. If you don't want to, then don't. That's up to you. Yoke. Feeling tied down or frustrated. This card is giving me the feeling of two cards. It's giving me that feeling of let go of control issues and also of the separation card. So I feel like there definitely is a frustration perhaps on both sides or one side of how slow things may be moving. The elephant moves slow, but the elephant is a very graceful, strong being, strong creature, very loving, very compassionate. Don't allow your expectations to tie you down and to keep you frustrated. Know that yes, there may be a possibility of, of love. And actually these cards did come out in the last one, and the last one that I did, that I didn't post it, but these three cards did come out. A marriage will take place either romantic or business. Romance is in the air. A distant friend is thinking of you. And interesting with these clouds underneath, it's making me think back to how I said both of you are facing your own difficulties and challenges right now. So take your time. Get to know each other. Make getting to know each other fun. Like, why do we as human beings make it like, why is it such a bad thing sometimes? It's not a bad thing to take your time to evaluate your situation, to think about things not only from an emotional standpoint, but from a mental standpoint, from a spiritual as well, you know? To really consider your options and think about things not only logically, but spiritually and emotionally as well. And go with what feels right to the most of your senses. Follow your intuition, but, you know, logic is also important. Okay. Compliments from an admirer. Perhaps they like to compliment you, or you like to compliment them, and you guys see a lot of good in each other, and I think that's beautiful. Target, a goal-oriented person. So this may be in regards to this life purpose, this bag, this romantic or business thing going on. I feel like both of you know more or less where you want to take your life, even if you don't have all the details. And I feel like both of you are trying to figure out, like, do we align with each other? Is what we want really, you know, on point with what the other person wants? Can we make this work? I feel like there's that a lot. Cain, pay attention to your health. Definitely, it's important for us to pay attention to our health, to our well-being, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and spirituality is just as important as our physicality and our mentality and our emotions. We need to pay attention to our health, make sure that we're not falling into codependency, make sure that we're not falling, you didn't see this. I went like that by accident. I'm going to try and get this in a way where you can... This part it slid like this. Hold on. This was on top and it slid. And look what's underneath, a turtle. Slowly but surely getting ahead. And I was going on and on and on about taking your time, taking things slow. You're strong. The shell, this is their backbone, but it's also their home. It's so strong. When they're fearful, they need to hide, or, you know, from a predator or something, they can go within their shell and they're protected. So again, there's this feeling of fear. The Five of Pentacles in reverse, this feeling of fear, being left out in the cold, but know that you are... Home is where you are. Home is what you make of it. I don't know, maybe this is something about nomad too. I don't know your situation. I'm just throwing that out there. A nomad situation that, like, where you go is your home. But know that home isn't just one place. Home is where you go. I saw 5858. Home is what you make of it. Going back, this reading is pretty scattered. Let's see what else we have. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. I mentioned earlier about disappointment. How can we lessen the possibility of being disappointed in someone? Is by not holding them to unrealistic expectations or standards or anything like that. These flowers look like they're dying, but we have a bouquet here fully thriving, and we have rose here, we have the ring here, beautiful flowers. So I feel like this is underlining fear of past situations where you were disappointed, of past lovers, past scenarios where you felt left out in the cold. with the flute, the actual flute here, it's making me think like, again, don't be afraid to show this person who you really are. And if they leave you and you feel disappointed because, oh, I opened up to them, maybe I shouldn't have said this, maybe I should. No, fuck that. If they leave you because you were open and honest about your past and who you are as a person, then why would you want them in your life anyway? If they can't handle you at your worst, and they can't be there for you at your worst, they do not deserve to be there for you at your best. Because there's always gonna be people who they'll leave you behind because you ain't got your shit together. But as soon as they see, oh, this bitch coming up, oh, now I see, oh, she getting her body right, or she doing this, or she doing that. Oh, I want a piece of that now. Nah, you can handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best. That's a quote that already exists. But I'm feeling, to lessen the probability of being disappointed, it is important to let go of codependency, let go of unrealistic expectations or gendered expectations or whatever expectations that you have, and just allow things to unfold naturally. Like the turtle. The turtle isn't going to just sprint forward because it doesn't know what the fuck's going on. It's going to take its time. And turtles can be fast, but for the most part, they take their time. Ear, good news. Communication. I feel like even though you open up to some of your past baggage, bag here, to your past baggage, this person's going to listen to you. And I feel like they're going to take everything that you say. I saw 1222, an hour, 2 minutes, and 22 seconds. They're going to pay attention to you, and they want to get to know you. They want to hear what you have to say. They want to understand you at a deeper level. And I would hope that you do as well. I would hope that this is a mutual thing. Hear each other out, but don't just allow it to go in through one ear and out the other. If you really want a strong connection with someone, you really have to be there, mind, body, heart, spirit. Like, you have to listen to them. You have to, be there for them. There's a lot that goes into a successful relationship. And I feel like there is the possibility. There's so much beauty and energy of love and passion and wanting to move forward with each other. And that's beautiful. The possibility of all of that is beautiful, and it is there. But right now, I strongly feel like both of you have some shit going on that you need to focus on. Be there for each other. Know that home is where you are. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical place. You are the physical place. Your body is the temple. Your body is your home. Wherever you take your body becomes your home if you find it that way. If you move to another country, another state, another city, right? You're leaving your other home, but you're making home somewhere else. Don't be afraid to speak up. Listen carefully. Don't be afraid to share that mirror. And again, if this is someone who leaves you because you let them into your darkest, that side of you that you don't want people to know, if you start to open up about all of that and they push you away, then they don't deserve you in the first place. Because a strong relationship is built off people who know that you're not perfect, that they're not perfect, but that together you'll do everything in your power to become better versions of yourself. That is what I'm feeling here. And for some reason, I'm being called to this deck. Actually, this one I don't have in my description. I never use it. But this is what it is. This was a deck that an aunt of mine didn't want, and I kept it just because I figured, hey, another deck, I could use it. So, I'm feeling called to use it, which I never have been before, so let's see what comes out. It says, God has blessed me with a great friend, and for that I'm thankful. In the back it says, the joy of the Lord is your strength. Okay, so take it as it resonates. You don't have to believe in only God. You could believe in gods, goddesses, different pantheons. You know, you can believe in spirit and the universe. You don't have to believe in a specific entity or not. That's not how I take these cards personally. So, with this being said, I see it like this really is a blessed relationship between you and this person. Is blessed. And I feel like it is something of, again, like I mentioned, you know, of higher beings. It is a relationship, a bond of a higher understanding. It's not just a physical thing. I feel like it is at least a soulmate. And that is still a very powerful thing. Be thankful for this new friendship that you have with this person. And I feel, again, take it slow, you know? Not every relationship that you feel some kind of attraction has to be, you know, lovers, you know? The joy of the Lord is your strength. So I feel like your joy, the joy that you have within yourself, is your strength. Because when shit goes down, when shit's happening, when the clouds roll in and you can't see past what is what, I saw 1717. When you can't get past all of that shit, what is the thing that keeps you going? Your happiness, your strength, your desire to move forward. That is what keeps you going, and that is what keeps this person going. And I feel like both of you are very strong, and I feel like both of you are very, very grateful to have each other in each other's lives. So be glad, be joyful, be happy, be grateful for this connection that you have with this person. So I'll pull maybe a couple more of these. You have a special place in my heart, and you are such a blessing in my life. And I was literally just saying, I feel like you and this person feel like you're blessings in each other's life. I saw 1818. You're blessings in each other's life. Really, truly, be there for each other. Know that you guys, this is a very special, blessed relationship or friendship that I feel. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, and I feel like there's, you know, indications of that. But this is a very beautiful relationship. Just let it unfold naturally and organically, you know? You don't have to rush. A soul connection is a soul connection in this life or the next or whatever, you know? A soul connection is a soul connection, and it will always be there. Even beyond our physical life right now. Okay, so 3 of them wanted to come out. You are truly a wonderful person. You need to believe that. You need to trust yourself. You need to love yourself. Let's see. Never miss an opportunity to see anything that is beautiful. I feel like this is saying be grateful for the situation that you're in right now, no matter how difficult it is, because it is beautiful, and everything in life is a lesson. Everything in life is an opportunity to learn from and to grow from. So every situation is a beautiful gift. Even if we see it as something bad, it has more meaning than we can see in the moment. But when we look at it in hindsight, that is when we see the beauty of it. 11001. Those who look to him for help will be radiant with joy. Those who look to him for help will be radiant with joy. So what I feel from this card is like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to communicate. Don't be afraid to ask your spirit guides, your ancestors, your gods, your goddesses, your whoever it is that you work with, your angels, your demons, whoever you work with, you know? I think that every entity deserves respect. But anyway, ask for help. If you need help, if you need guidance, don't be afraid to ask for help. Never miss an opportunity to see anything that is beautiful, and understand that every opportunity is a beautiful possibility. God is with you every step of the way. The Lord will stay with you whenever you seek him. You will find him. Okay. Know that you are a divine being within your own right. I believe that each and every single one of us is God. We are gods. We are goddesses of our own right. I believe that. I really do. You know, and I know some people don't like saying that because you're not God. You can't compare yourself to God. But I mean, aren't we all made in his reflection, supposedly? So, by essence, then we are. Exactly. That is our highest being, our highest essence is, if it is God or goddess or the universe, whoever it is. You don't have to believe in God. You can believe in the universe or whatever. I saw 11212. Know that you are a divine being within your own right. Appreciate that. Acknowledge that. Step into that energy where you know that you deserve the best. Where you know you don't deserve to be treated like shit or be breadcrumbed or anything like that. No. If you believe in God, you believe he is with you every step of the way because you are him. Because he is you. Right? So you're never detached from the universe. You're never detached from your gods, your goddesses, your ancestors, the angels and demons that work with you. They are all beautiful because they all have a lesson to teach. Whether you're polytheistic or monotheistic, it doesn't matter. There is some energy greater within each and every single one of us. 1313. The Lord will stay with you whenever you seek him. You will find him. So seek and you shall find. That is the essence of what I'm getting from that card. Seek and you shall find. If you want to know someone, you want to get to know them, then you have to ask them questions. Don't be afraid to ask people questions. Don't be afraid to answer their questions, and be honest, because that's the only real way you're going to get to know someone. Because when you hide the worst parts of yourself, you end up in a relationship, it's going to come out. But then they're going to be like, whoa, where did this come from? I didn't know that about you. Because you didn't open up about it from the first start. Don't be surprised when they're like, whoa, what? Lay all that shit out on the table. Then you'll really know who deserves you. Then you'll really know who wants to work with you and grow with you. Seek and you shall find. Go within. When you want answers, when you need answers, go within. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, your animal guides, your gods, your goddesses, they're always with you. They're always with you, even if they're silent. Even if they're silent, they're still watching over you. They still know what's going on. Few things are impossible to diligence and skill. Great works are performed not by strength, but perseverance. Perseverance, right? Yeah. Few things are impossible to diligence and skill. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Perseverance. I always say it wrong. What I'm getting from this card, obviously, is to understand you need to work on yourself. You need to work on your own skills. Be diligent. Be strong. You know, we had the strength card. You are strong. But no, it's not work harder, it's work smarter. It's what I'm getting from this card. But the most important thing from anything that we do in our life is to be persistent. Because we could be doing something that we love, and if we give up, it don't mean shit. It doesn't. Because we gave up. If you give up before you try, you'll never know. And if you're afraid of failing, then you're always going to give up before trying. So you're never going to know. With this life purpose card, I definitely feel like this is saying it's time for you to step into your purpose. 555 115 55. Change. You have to change your perspective. You have to learn to be more diligent and share your skills with yourself and with the world. Be persistent. Allow yourself the time and the space to do what you love and to be who you want to be and to be who you are. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all the truth. Truth. We had a card about truth. The one with the mirror about truth is right here. Truth. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all the truth. When you're honest with someone, when you really let them in and you let them see who you really are, it becomes easier to be more and more open with the person, depending on how they receive it, of course, but how they receive it is not a reflection on you. How they receive it, how they react is a reflection upon them. Don't be afraid to show who you really are. When the Spirit truth comes, he will guide you into all the truth. One truth could lead to another, could lead to another. Wouldn't you rather you have a relationship built upon truth rather than lies? Because one lie could also lead to another, lead to another, lead to another, and then all of a sudden, oh, they don't know who you are for shit. Or vice versa. Because you lied about being this kind of person, you lied about your interests, you lied about this. Why? Just be honest. And again, if they can't handle that, that's their own damn problem. Then they don't deserve to be with you. Being in a relationship is understanding and accepting each other's differences and struggles and darkness and light. Just the same. But being in a strong relationship means that you're willing to work through it all. Through it all. So that, I feel like that was beautiful. Yeah, I really don't use these cards much, but I feel like they definitely had a lot to do with this message that we were, discussing right now. So, I'll leave the reading here. Thank you all so very much for being here. I really, truly, deeply hope that this message has brought you some clarity, some hope, some inspiration, whatever it is that you need from it. Know that you know your situation better than anyone, better than any tarot reader or anything like that. When you're making a decision, I would say make a decision based on not only your heart, but your mind, your spirit, your soul, your body. Like, the best decisions to be made are the ones that are made with the most senses. So if you're making a decision logically, but it also is in alignment with your heart, but it's also in alignment with your spirit, that is the best kind of decision to make. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that you'll consider joining this little soul family if you've lasted this long. And yeah, I hope that you'll be interested in seeing this little unboxing that I am going to do right after this. So thank you all so much. Many blessings, love and blessings forever and always. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're sexy, you're strong, you're powerful. Believe it. Know it because you are. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.